Hello everybody, I'd like to welcome you to part 5 of this tiger face sculpting project. Now I know it's not looking much like a tiger right now. If anything, it looks more like a lynx, but this is turning out to be a very cool project and having a lot of fun with it. In this video I'm going to be making the ears. I'm going to show you how to make two symmetrical ears and how to install them onto the sculpture. But before I get started, I wanted to show you this right here real quick. This is a little test ear I made a few days ago. Now I realize you don't have a test ear to work with, so what you have to do is you have to start with just a piece of clay that's about shaped like this, and you just position it onto the sculpture, and when you find something you really like, you can use this as a template to make two identical ears. But that's up to you to explore and experiment. But once you find a ear style that you like, then you can use this method to make two identical ears. Okay, I have my ear, something to cut some clay with, and these are a couple snakes to work with. All this is freshly conditioned and rolled out and stuff. These are a few sheets of the thickest setting of the posh machine. And this clay is a mixture, it's a 50-50 mixture of Super Sculpey and Super Sculpey Firm. So I'm going to lay this flat like this, sort of just trace this out with this. This is a palette knife. It's used for painting, but I use it for clay. It's faster if you can cut two at a time like this. Here's all four of them cut. I'm just going to lay them on top of each other like this and do like a final little trim. You can see how like this one's not the same size. Just make sure they're all the same size. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pinch the tips right here. Notice I'm holding it at the very edge to give it extra support while I'm trying to work it right here. And I'm only moving a little bit of clay at a time. I'm not forcing it because you'll easily disfigure these. Just take your time working the clay. Okay, I have these laid down next to each other where they kind of match, where they're mirrored, because one side is a little different than the other side. So I'm just going to stand them up like this, and what I did is on the other one I bent them inwards kind of like this and just shaped the ear however I thought it looked right. But really I can't do this part right here. I have to do it on the tiger. So I'm going to change my setup here and we're going to put these on the tiger and start working it on with the snakes right here. I start off by positioning the ears onto the head by eye. I just line them up the best I can and I add those tiny snakes that I was telling you about. I put a bead on the outside and on the inside of the ear. And then I pinch them together towards the sheet of clay that we made the ear out of. And that basically compresses all that together and it makes it really stable. And then what I do is I take a stylus tool, like right here, and I just basically crush the clay on both sides of the little bead towards the ear or the head, whichever side that I'm working on. Think of this as welding, only we're using polymer clay. And once you're done, you just smooth it with your fingers the best you can. And you don't have to worry about there being any wire or foil inside something like this because they're really stout, but they're not heavy. They'll support their own weight once this is, baked. But this is getting really close to being done. After this, I'm going to be doing the fur. I'm just going to try to make it to where the parameter of this makes sense. Just make it look real decorative, like fur all around it or something. But it's been really fun. I'm looking forward to hearing what you have to say about these ears. Should I change them? Should I keep them? Let me know what you think. I really appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you so much, and I'll see you here again soon.